want men to give you everything you want, you have to manipulate them. This don't work. It works, but it's not for everybody, okay? Because if you're just such a good person and you're a lover girl and you just, I just can't because I'm just going to leave, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, if you want to learn how to manipulate men, step one is you act obsessed with them, get them wrapped around your finger. Then step two, you snatch it all away from him. He's going to question in his mind, what did he do wrong? He's going to try to step it up.
Okay. Notice how she says, like, if you're a good person, like, if you're a good person, whatever, like, it's silly. To be a good person is now a bad thing, apparently, according to these women. It's incredible, really. I can't sometimes. So what does she say? What is her advice to you? First of all, this stuff is only going to work on desperate men. We know that, right? If you have options, you're not going to put up with somebody like this. You're just going to be like, see you later. But essentially, she's saying you got to sleep with a guy. You got to lure him in. That's how you're going to lure him in with the physical. You're going to get him hooked. And then you're going to be just step back a little bit. Let him be like, where'd she go? What happened? Where'd she go? Was I not good enough? Then you start as a man questioning, did you not bring it to the, do a good job in the sack? Did you not? Wait a minute. I thought it went well. And you start reanalyzing that because, guys can be self-conscious about that in some respects, right? Especially for girls playing mind games like this. So just know that the mind games are on the table. Just know that the mind games happen. And the mind games are utilized. And the hotter the girl, oftentimes the more mind games you're going to have, right? Be honest, because they know hot girls know they can get away with a lot of stuff. You know that. You know it. And you know why they know? You know why they feel that way? Because they get away with it. They get away with it. They have, then the tables are turned. They have all the options. They've got the guys sliding into the DMs. They've got this and that. And they know, by the way, that when they, got a good body, smoking hot, walk into a room, whatever it may be, they know that you're like, you're staring at them. They know guys are very visual. Guys are very sexual. They sleep with you. Odds are, especially if she's a little out of your league, you're going to get hooked. So you can't allow yourself as a man to play that game. You have to be in control. And what that means is that you have to know your value. You have to actually bring value. You have to have, your house in order so that even when you're faced with a really attractive, hot woman, you don't allow that person to manipulate or treat you badly. It's never worth it to you. You always know that you have another option. So you don't have to be like, oh my God, this is the one time in my life I'm going to get to go out with a girl like this. No, you need to know that it can happen again because you're the catch. You're the prize. In the same way, women, by the way, if you are a beautiful girl, don't disrespect people. Don't use your beauty for evil. Don't use your beauty to manipulate. Don't use your beauty to play these mind games. Don't use your sexuality like a weapon. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Okay? Beauty is a gift from God, unless you bought it, in which case it never looks as good. You know that. But beauty is a gift from God. And that's something that you should treasure, and that's something that you should use for good, not evil. A lot of women out there using that beauty for evil, manipulate, nasty, blah, blah. What I always find that's interesting, though, I don't know if you feel this way. I just spit on my microphone. Don't you love that? I'm keeping it sexy. All right. Don't you love that some of the women in these videos, though, you're like, how did they get away with that? Like, it's not Heidi Klum, if you know what I'm saying. It's not Megan Fox. It's, I'm not saying they're unattractive, but they're not to a point where I'm like, how are you getting away with some of this behavior? You know why? They're dealing with simpy guys. They're not dealing with 10 guys, 9 guys, 8 guys. They're dealing with guys that are like, in the average zone, and they can hypnotize. They can play with. Here's your message, guys. Get out of the average zone. Get out of the average zone. Man up. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.